Hello everyone, I'm Sai Pranit and the topic of my short story is Role of Large Language Models in Education. So, since the inception of large language models and the inclusion of AI, there have been a lot of changes, including from automated grading to real time personalized learning experiences, and a shift from static educational content to AI driven dynamic learning has been taken place. And also, the focus is on the AI's role in creating interactive and adaptive educational environments. And for educational data mining, there are many techniques to analyze large educational data sets and improve learning outcomes. And also, we can do predictive modeling and clustering to personalize education. We have to know the importance of leveraging data for timely, contextually relevant educational interventions. And the best thing is that the ability of large language models to understand and generate contextually relevant text, and their role in providing dynamic, adaptive, and educational content, and the versatility of LLMs in processing and integrating cross domain knowledge. So, this is a taxonomy of large language models for education applications. So, this mainly divides into academic researches and commercial tools, and the academic researches further divides into specific applications, and these applications of LLMs in academic research, they discussing how LLMs are used to analyze educational data, assist in research projects, and simulate educational scenarios. And the commercial tools, and this section includes LLM powered products available in market that serve various educational purposes like chatbots for student interaction, and quiz generators for assessments. And the study assisting section involves query solving and the application of LLMs to assist students with questions across various subjects such as math, science, medicine, finance, programming, and language understanding, each with associated references to relevant studies. And the error correction focuses on LLM's role in correcting grammar and programming errors, showcasing their utility in improving student outputs. And for the confusion helper, this discusses how the LLMs can generate explanations and hints, helping to clarify students' doubts without directly giving away solutions. And for the teaching assistant section, the question generation covers the generation of questions for assessments in areas like reading comprehension, computer programming, and math word problems. And the academic grading describes LLM's capability to grade various types of responses, including essays, math answers, and short textual answers. And the material creation section addresses how LLMs can create course content and provide illustrative examples to aid teaching. And the adaptive learning section contains the knowledge tracing, which explains the use of LLMs to enhance data on knowledge tracing and simulate student behavior, optimizing the learning process based on student performance. And the content personalizing outlines the applications of LLMs in customizing learning paths and providing personalized questions to explanations. Just a moment. Yeah. And regarding the educational toolkit, yeah, these are so far the applications that we have discussed from the diagram. Yeah, and regarding the educational toolkit, LLMs can power sophisticated chatbots that assist in various educational interactions, and these chatbots can serve as first level support for student inquiries, offering tutoring in specific subject areas and facilitate administrative communication. And coming to the content creation, with their ability to generate coherent and contextually relevant content, LLMs can assist educators in creating educational materials such as lesson plans, worksheets, or any customized readings. And coming to the quiz generator, LLMs can automate the creation of quizzes and exam exams based on specific topics, learning objectives, and difficulty levels, saving the educators considerable time and effort. And finally, the LLMs can enhance collaborative learning by facilitating group projects and discussions, aligning with various collaborative tools and platforms used in educational settings. So here in this diagram, this is a diagram where LLM's involvement in student and teacher assisting. So on the left side, there are examples that come under the study assisting tasks. For example, this one, yeah, study assisting, and the right side would be the teach assisting. Let's look at the diagram. And for the question solving part, it shows a math problem about dividing cookies among people, with LLM providing the solution and the answer. And for the error correction part, an example of a return sample containing grammatical errors is presented, and the LLM suggests the corrections to improve the sentence. And for the confusion helper, this section illustrates how an LLM can clarify a student's confusion about a concept, and in this case, it is providing an explanation of relationship between gravity and weight. So coming to the right side, we have the teach assisting tasks, and the first one, the question generation, involves the LLM. It generates a math word problem involving arithmetic calculation, and upon request, so give me a math word problem. So that's a request. And for the automated grading, here the LLM evaluates a student's submission against a set rubric and granting full credit for the answer provided about a favorite animal. And for the material creation section, this is the example where an LLM creates a course outline for an introductory computer science course on data structures. So moving to the datasets section and the role of datasets in LLM development. So datasets for LLMs in education involves a diverse range of text-rich educational materials, including students' performance data, exam questions, and subject to specific resources. These datasets are used to train LLMs to understand and generate educational content, making them more adept at handling educational tasks. And by exposing LLMs to such a wide array of educational content, they can be better trained to provide relevant and accurate assistance to students and educators. And benchmarks for measuring LLM performance include standards against which the performances of LLM can be evaluated. In education, benchmarks might include the accuracy of problem solving, the quality of content generation, and the effectiveness of personalized learning recommendations. And by measuring the LLMs against these benchmarks, developers can gauge the model's effectiveness and identify areas for improvement. And let us now discuss the importance of text rich educational downstream tasks. LLMs are particularly well suited for text rich downstream tasks which involve the comprehension, generation, or transformation of text. In education, these tasks could range from answering questions on a science test to providing feedback on a student's essay. So, the datasets and benchmarks developed for such tasks are designed to challenge and assess the model's capabilities in understanding and interacting with educational content. So, some of the commonly used datasets and benchmarks include datasets for question solving tasks, which test the model's ability to provide accurate answers to questions and across different subjects like maths, science, and social or humanities, whatever. And datasets for error correction tasks, they include and they help fine tune LLMs on identifying and correcting language or coding errors. And some of the other datasets include like datasets for question generation tasks, which enable LLMs to create pedagogically valuable questions for student assessment. And Benchmarks for automated grading tasks would involve evaluating open ended responses from students and comparing the LLM's grading to human grading standards. So, some of the special technologies and methodologies that are used in LLMs, these would be fine tuning on educational data, which we do to better serve educational purposes, and LLMs are often fine tuned using specific data sets relevant to education. This fine tuning process allows the models to generate more accurate and contextually appropriate responses. And for example, models may be trained on data sets comprising scientific problems, literature analysis, and historical events to tailor their outputs to these subjects more effectively. So adaptive learning algorithms, they contains methods where the content is adjusted based on the learner's pace and understanding. And LLMs can contribute to this by analyzing student interaction and adjusting the difficulty of questions or topics presented. And this personalization helps maintain student engagement and promotes efficient learning by ensuring that the content is neither too challenging nor too simplistic. And for the automated content generation, where the LLMs excel in generating educational content such as reading materials, problems, or summaries, and these capabilities are vital for supporting teachers in content creation, reducing their workload, and allowing them to focus on more critical tasks. Automated content generation also includes the creation of quizzes and practice tests tailored to course material and individual student needs. And the next, natural language understanding and processing. And the core LLM's functionality in education is their ability to understand and process natural language. This capability allows them to parse students' questions, essays, and other form of communication accurately. Enhancements in natural language understanding enable LLMs to provide more precise explanations, correct answers, and even detect nuances in student responses. Real time feedback and interaction. So, the LLMs are able to interact with students in real time, providing immediate feedback on assignments and answering questions as they arise. This immediate response system is crucial for maintaining student engagement and supporting independent learning as it mimics the interaction with a human tutor. So the next, interaction with educational platforms. LLMs are often integrated into various educational platforms such as learning management systems, where they can serve multiple roles from grading to offering supplemental learning support. This integration ensures that LLMs are a seamless part of the educational infrastructure, enhancing user experience and accessibility. Multimodal learning support. And we know that beyond text, LLMs are increasingly capable of understanding and generating multimodal content, which includes images, charts, or interactive elements. And this ability is particularly important in subjects like maths or science, where visual aids are crucial for understanding complex concepts. So the risks and challenges would be like, first thing would be bias and fairness. And one of the primary concerns with LLMs is the potential for bias in their outputs. Since LLMs are trained on vast amounts of data from the internet, they can inadvertently learn and present in their training data sets. This can lead to biased educational content that may disadvantage certain groups of students, and efforts are needed to audit and refine these models continuously to ensure they deliver fair and unbiased information. The second one would be data privacy and security, and the integration of LLMs into educational systems involves processing large volumes of sensitive data, including student performance records, personal information, and learning preferences. Ensuring the security and privacy of this data is paramount to protect students and comply with regulations. Developers and educators must implement robust data protection measures and ensure that data handling conforms to ethical and legal standards. Dependence on technology would be the other challenge, and Over reliance on LLMs could potentially diminish students' ability to think critically and solve problems independently. And also, there is a concern that students might become dependent on AI for answers, impacting their learning process and problem solving skills. Educators need to strike a balance between leveraging AI for educational benefits and encouraging independent critical thinking and creativity among students. And the next one would be accessibility issues. And while LLMs have the potential to make education more accessible, there is also the risk that they could existing inequalities. Students without access to advanced technological tools or stable internet connections may find themselves at a disadvantage. And ensuring equitable access to AI enhanced education is crucial for preventing the widening of educational disparities. And the next one would be ethical use and academic integrity. The use of LLMs in education also raises concern about academic integrity, and students might use AI tools like LLMs to complete assignments or take exams, which could lead to issues like plagiarism or cheating. Institutions need to develop clear guidelines and tools to ensure that LLMs are used ethically and constructively. So this is a simple chart where we discuss about the future directions of LLMs in education. So looking ahead, the future of LLMs in education appears promising, with continuous advancement in AI technology paving the way for more sophisticated applications. The ongoing development of multimodal LLMs that can understand and process various forms of data, which likely lead to even more comprehensive and immersive educational tools. Additionally, the push towards developing more explainable AI will help in making these technologies more transparent and understandable, which is crucial for educational applications. The exploration of edge computing in AI development could further enhance the accessibility and speed of the LLM based educational tools, making high quality education feasible even in remote or uh, any areas. And furthermore, the increasing trend towards personalized education will likely see LLMs playing a pivotal role in creating highly adaptive learning environments that cater to the unique needs of each student. So we have discussed all these, and these are the features that are continuously in need of support. So the landscape of education is on the brink of something extraordinary, and large language models stand ready to not just tweak but fundamentally reshape how we teach and learn. And imagine classrooms of the future where learning is deeply personalized and teaching is incredibly efficient. And but it's not just about smarter tools, it's about shaping these tools with care and conscience. And we are steering towards an era where education is defined by its inclusivity and ethical use of technology, ensuring that the benefits of LLMs touch every learner and educator. To truly unlock the magic of LLMs in education, we need to keep pushing the boundaries of innovation with a commitment to responsible use. And it's how we'll ensure that the powerful technology elevates education for everyone, no matter where they are. Thank you.